showtime! Woo! 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 Silent and profiling. Woo! It's live and in color. Woo!
Woo! Welcome to the Mafia Sports Report. I'm your host, Tommy. And guys, the Buffalo Bills defeated the New England Patriots today, 35-23, in a weird kind of game, really, for this team. I predicted 34-24, so I was close. It was 35-23. There was a lot I loved. There was a lot I didn't love. And there were some things in this game that we need to correct, or it's going to be a quick playoff run, in my opinion. However, I will say this. It wasn't an easy week at practice for these guys. And I'm not trying to make excuses, but I guess I can make somewhat of an excuse when it comes to the practice, Bills practice this week, right? You have to. Also, guys, I will say this. The tribute they did to DeMar Hamlin across the league today was awesome. I already knew that was going to happen, but that was like really, really awesome to see. They honored him before the game as well. They honored the medical staff of the Buffalo Bills as well before the game, and I think at halftime, actually. But that was awesome to see. And how about that opening kickoff? Naim Hines, 90, I think it was 96 yards for the touchdown. And by the way, the people that are messaging, because I put the video clip on YouTube of the return, saying that the NFL's rigged and the NFL's so scripted, like the WWE. Stop it. Come on, man. I'm gonna boot you off real quick off my YouTube, off my Twitter if you're talking. That's such a stupid comment. Yeah, you're right. The Patriots got together with the Bills before the start of the game, and that was all planned. Come on, man. Stop. The kickoff returns all the time, punt returns for touchdown. Okay, it was just meant to be. Matter of fact, he got another one in the game later on. Was that scripted too? Was that scripted? Really? They drew that up as well? Hey, man, listen, what we're going to do, because we're not satisfied with that first one, we're going to have you do another one later in the game. Like, come on, man. The Patriots had something to play for there. Why? That's such a stupid comment. I can't. I shouldn't even be talking about it because it's so stupid. Anyways, Naim Hines today gets the dog award because, my God, he had a 101-yard kickoff return. He had a 96. It was just unbelievable, guys. I mean, I could not believe the way that game started in Buffalo. I mean, it was electric, right? Romo calling the game, he couldn't believe it, right? Like, I mean, like everyone's like, what is going on here? It was just unbelievable way to start that game. The fans were so into it, man. The fans were so into it. And yeah, man. Now, offensively today, we kind of dragged a little bit. Defensively, I was not happy. I got to be honest with you. We made some plays, but overall, not happy with how our defense played. The D line was getting abused all game, and I thought we played their receivers so soft, man, so soft. They seemed like they were doing whatever they wanted against this Bills defense, against the corners, the DBs. Wide open. I mean, wide open. There was nobody around them. And listen, Mac Jones had a good game, but really, how good was it when his receivers are wide open? Like, what is going on there? I am surprised nobody is up in the chat right now. Give me 1 minute, guys. Just want to make sure that I am live because this is the first time I've never seen anyone not. Wow. Yeah. No. Okay. Well, just nobody is here. It is what it is. I'll be by myself talking to myself. I'm happy with it. So with this win, by the way, we are going against the Dolphins in the first round, the wild card game. So the Dolphins won today 9-6 over the Jets. They kicked a 50-yard field goal at the end of the game, pretty much to get them into the playoffs. Obviously, the Patriots lost, so we helped them out. And Pittsburgh winded up winning, I believe, but it didn't matter because the Dolphins won. So Dolphins are in the playoffs. They will come to Buffalo. And good luck. I mean, good luck to you guys. My buddy Captain D is a Dolphin fan. He's already talking a little smack, which is fine. I don't really do that. I don't really talk trash like that, guys. So I mean, it's cool. Good luck. We'll see you when we see you in the wild card. Congrats on winning from a pat. Hey, listen, you guys played tough today, man. No doubt about it. I thought you guys came to play. No doubt about it. I thought Mac Jones played well, but like I said, I kind of felt like your receivers were so open all game. But I'm not going to take it totally away from him. He did play well. He made some bad decisions though towards the end of the game. One to Trey White. Obviously the pass in the end zone that was deflected there. That you guys really needed points there at that point. Milano with the interception there. And then at the end there, to Tremaine Edmonds to seal the deal. So 3 interceptions. You can't have that. You can't have that. But other than that, I thought he played a pretty well game. But yeah, the 3 interceptions will cost you every time, man. And I kind of feel like, especially the ones in the red zone. Going on the stats though, as far as the Buffalo Bills go, Josh Allen was 19 of 31 for 254, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. The 1 interception in the red zone, was you got to stop that, man. Bad pass, bad decision. I have no idea where he was even going with that throw. No idea. There was not even a receiver around. So bad decision making by Josh Allen. Other than that, though, I thought Josh Allen played a pretty well game. He didn't play perfect, obviously. I thought the receivers were having a tough game today. But some stepped up when they needed to. John Brown with an amazing touchdown catch. That was vintage John Brown, man. It was a hell of a catch. At first, I was like, "Oh shit, did he drop it? Maybe did it hit the floor? The ball hit the floor, the ground?" And no, it didn't. He was just a phenomenal catch, and he showed you that speed. Gabe Davis, what the hell, man? What is going on, bro? Gabe Davis this season, and it sucks because I like Gabe Davis, I do. But what is going on with him, man? Right in your hands for a touchdown, man. A beautiful ball thrown to you, and you drop it. I mean, multiple drops today from him again. Triggs, now can we talk about? And before I even seen your chat, yes, and I am saying it. 716, the day of blessings, man. Love my city, love you, Mafia. Yeah, man. Listen, today, at the end of the day, we got the dub. That's what the most important thing was. But we still gotta talk about the good, talk about the bad. Gabe Davis, man, my God, dude. So go back to Gabe Davis. I don't, guys. I don't know what to tell you. He's having a rough season. He really is. I mean, I try to find excuses for him, like the ankle injury and all that, but it's nothing to do with catching, bro. At this point, it's I don't know. I honestly, guys, I don't know what to say, and it's not like we can sit here and we can bitch about Gabe Davis, right? But what's that going to do, right? What is that going to do for us at this point? Gabe Davis is our number 2. We just got to pray and hope that he gets out of this funk. I'm being honest with you guys. John Brown can't be the number 2. I love John Brown. I love the catch today. I do. But he's not the number 2, guys. Gabe Davis is the number 2, and he's just not playing like one right now. Cole Beasley. No Cole Beasley today? Odd. I don't, I really thought, and I was saying it I think I said it on our last show. I kind of feel like Cole Beasley are going to start putting Cole Beasley more and more, getting him ready for the playoff run. And I don't think I saw Cole Beasley play one snap. I don't understand. Khalil Shakir today I thought he played well. Made some good catches. The defense, man, he had a touchdown, and I think it was McCourty. Made a phenomenal play. You got to tip your cap to McCourty there on that. Max, I hope the announcer for next week's game isn't. See, all right. You say I like Romo. I think Romo's a good announcer. I don't know. I think he's good, but I mean, listen, everybody has their own, has their own thing, has their own guys they like, they don't like. I can't tell you what, here's the number 3 playing for number 2. Yeah, I get it. Right now, you know what, man, you may be right, Triggs. You might be right on that. Davis dropping everything. He is. I don't understand it though, because he wasn't like that last season. I don't know. I'm confused. And people are talking about he does the clapping thing when he catches, but that had nothing to do with the one pass that was in the end zone. Like, bro, hit you right in the chest. You got to get that, bro. Come on, man. Bring it in. I don't understand, man. And I think at this point, too, maybe it's a little bit mental, man. Maybe it's in his head that he's dropping so many. Honestly, if I'm Gabe Davis, I'm working that ball, that what do they call it? The jug machine or whatever the hell they call that thing. And I don't know, try different gloves, whatever you got to do, bro, because we can't have you dropping passes like that. Can't have it. I know. Oh yeah, cheers. Hey, Chewy. Welcome, brother. But guys, overall, let me get to some stats here. So I already got to the Allen. James Cook. We didn't run the ball much today. That was another thing I was like a little frustrated with the play calling. And I like Ken Dorsey, but dude, you got to run a little bit more. Like we are just once again going away from the run. James Cook with 9 carries, 45 yards, 5 average. Devin Singletary, 7 carries, 29 yards, 4.1. So both did good as far as average goes. Now Singletary had the fumble. That was bad. But guys, that doesn't happen much with Singletary. I wouldn't be overly concerned with Singletary, fumbling issues. So don't even bring that up. I thought Singletary up until that point was playing pretty tough football. It is what it is, though. I mean, that happens during a game. I mean, a good play, good defensive play by them. Let's see here. Let's see what I'm missing. Someone said the 69-yard bomb months ago. I didn't see that, but if you're talking about the one against Minnesota, he should have had that, man. Or I'm sorry, not Minnesota, against the Jets. And once again, another ball that should have had. I don't understand. It hit you right in the chest, bro. Yeah, I know. 3 games by a total of 8 points. So Stephon Diggs, 7 receptions, 104 yards. And it was funny because I was thinking the same thing before that touchdown pass to Stephon Diggs. Why isn't Stephon Diggs getting involved in the second half? He's been so quiet. And then boom. Unbelievable throw. 49 yards. It was a thing of beauty. I mean, God, Josh Allen, like he couldn't throw that ball any better. Hit him right in stride. Boom, touchdown. Loved it. John Brown, obviously the one catch, 42 yards with a touchdown. By the way, that was Ken Dorsey called that play. That was not like, just Josh Allen doing his thing and John Brown just reading. That was a called play. That was a perfectly designed play, and it was executed perfectly by everybody, right? Josh Allen, John Brown. It was beautiful to see. Beautiful catch. Let me see if I'm missing. I'm sorry if I'm missing any thing. Let's take the W and prepare for squishing the fish. Yeah, 100%. 100%, Chewy. I'm just giving you the good and the bad. I'm going through stats. I'm not, you know me. You know, I got to do that. I can't just sit here and just be like, we're the, you know, today was awesome. We're the best things, you know, best thing ever. And everything was so great and perfect. It wasn't. It wasn't. But like I said in the very, very beginning when I started this podcast, a lot had happened during this week of practice, right? Like, I'm sure practice wasn't your typical practice this week, right? A lot of things going on with DeMar Hamlin. Obviously, everybody knows, the world knows. So I'm sure practice wasn't as intense as it normally would be preparing for a games. You know, you get what I'm saying, guys? So I don't like to doing the excuse thing, but I think we can kind of let this happen for the Buffalo Bills as far as some of the sloppy play today. Another sloppy play was the special teams play on the punt and Taiwan Jones hitting the ball with his foot, turning the ball over, giving New England the ball back. That was things we don't normally do, right? We're pretty good on special teams. And listen, that it happens, right? I didn't like that. I didn't like the fact that our D line was getting used and abused all game, getting beat up in the trenches. I hated that. I thought the offensive line played okay today. Okay, they played okay. I thought the run blocking wasn't very good. But the pass blocking was average. You know, I think, you know, they did give Allen some time, but it's still rough. It's still tough to watch that offensive line at times because they just do not block well. They don't run block well, and the pass blocking has gotten worse. But today was average, I would say. Teron Johnson. Yes, I'm glad you brought that up. Who brought that up? Oh, Chewy. Okay. So yeah, Teron Johnson was a bright spot today. He was playing fast. He was hitting hard. I was worried about that one play where the ball was overthrown a little bit and he decked the hell out of that receiver. I don't know which receiver that was, but I was worried they were going to say defenseless receiver. And they were going to throw like a penalty, but they didn't. So I was happy with that. But yeah, man, he played like an absolute dog. Richard saying, I'm a huge ripoff. All right. Oh, okay. Well, however you feel, man. To each his own, bro. And I just have to kick you off the YouTube here for being an idiot. So, you know, bear with me, guys, because, you know, we always get clowns. You know, you always have a clown in the chat. And I apologize about that, but it is what it is. If you guys want to boot them out for me, you can, because we can't have that, right? Can't have idiots coming in here, but, you know, it is what it is. They love to do that. Let's see here. So I'm going to remove you. There you go. And I'm going to get you off this channel. See you later, bud. And if you guys see him back, just get him out of here because he's an idiot. Sorry about that, guys. So I had to do it. I can't do it from the streaming app that I use to come on your live to kick people out, like, you know, that talk trash. But yeah, hey, to each his own, man. If you think I'm a ripoff, I'm a ripoff. I don't know who I'm ripping off, but I don't know. I'm gonna rip it off. Anyways, back to the game. So I thought, so, you know, enough of the bad. So let me get with some of the good here. Stephon Diggs, really, really good game. John Brown, I thought, had a phenomenal catch, though he only had one reception. I think he only had one target at one point. So really, yeah, one target, one reception, one touchdown. I'll take it. If he gives us, if he can provide that in the playoffs, that'd be great. Because right now, receivers are having a tough time getting open besides Stephon Diggs. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Gabe Davis, disappointing. So I guess, you know, I might mention him later. I thought Khalil Shakir, he had the one reception for 28 yards, 2 targets. One of them could have been a touchdown, but it was a good play on the defense. I thought he played well. I think you need to get him more involved, in my opinion. McKenzie, he had a couple good catches. He did. He had that long, that jump where he had to go up high to get the ball. I thought that was good. the play that we were driving, it was like 2nd and long, and he wound up picking like 13 yards up or something like that. That was a good play, but other than that, he was so-so for me today. Dawson Knox was a no-show for me today. He didn't do much. Defense, Jordan Poyer, I thought he played well today. Matt Milano, I thought played very, very good today. Had the interception. I thought Tremaine Edmonds played very good today. He also had the interception. He was all over the field making plays. I thought the whole D-line was pretty bad today. I'll be honest with you. Ed Oliver, I guess, is an exception. I thought he played okay. But other than that, I thought the D-line was getting used and abused. And then, of course, you got Naim Hines. Naim Hines was, I mean, I guess we could just say it. He's the player of the game, in my opinion. He's what started off the game with a touchdown. And when things were kind of not looking so good for this Bills offense, Naim Hines provided yet another touchdown to put the Bills ahead. And it was just unbelievable. Hey, Chewy has a chat question. Hey, chat, do you think Dorsey is sandbagging the calls? It's a good question, but let me tell you something, Chewy. Dorsey's not out there dropping touchdowns, right? Like, just saying, like, we have a lot of we lead the league in drop percentage. It's not on Dorsey. Now, are you saying maybe that there's other plays that he's holding off for the playoffs? Potentially. I'm sure he has plays that he hasn't called yet that he plans on calling in the playoffs, of course. But we got to clean some shit up, guys, in this playoffs. Can't play like that. And like I said, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt because of everything that happened during the week. You have to, right? But I thought this game, if we played a Bengals team, if we played a better team, basically better offensive team, we would have been in some trouble today, guys. I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. We had 14 points come from Naim Hines today. 14. Right? So take that 14 away today. Just saying, right? We have 21 points. We lose that game. Right? We lose at 23-21. So you got to get better. You can't have these mistakes in the playoffs. One game, you guys know, we're done. You lose the game, that's it. We go home. We sit here talking about the loss, right? And I don't want that. I don't want to be here talking about another Bills playoff loss. Don't want to do that, right? So we got to clean stuff up. We're going against a Dolphin team, coming to Buffalo. I don't know the status, obviously, of their quarterback situation, right? I would think by then Chua might be able to play, right? So we got to prepare for whatever quarterback they got, but they got some weapons over there, right? Listen, New England's, their receivers aren't the best. That offense is not the best. And they've been playing a little better as of late, but they were doing what they wanted against this Bills defense today. Absolutely doing what they wanted. Wide open receivers. Wide open. I mean, normally I say, why are you giving them so much cushion? But today wasn't even about cushion. These guys, there was no Bills player around some of these receivers at times. I have no idea what was going on there. So that has to get better. Let me see here. Chewy. Shakir doesn't drop. Yeah, Shakir's been, listen, but Shakir's not ready to be number 2, bro. Gabe Davis is still the number 2. He's still our biggest receiver right now. You got to remember, we don't have very big receivers. So Gabe Davis, I think he's 6'2". He's our biggest receiver. And he is our best deep threat option. I got to be honest with you. Now, obviously, you got, Diggs can go deep. I know that. John Brown obviously saw that today. But Gabe Davis seems like the guy that Josh Allen tends to throw to on these deep passes. But if he's dropping the ball, then what good is it? So I understand, but he is right now the guy. He is number 2. There's no changing that. And let's just hope and pray that Gabe Davis gets out of this funk in the playoffs, because if not, I mean, I don't know where Allen goes to. I have no idea. Who sits for Beasley next week? I don't know. That's a good question. That's something with me and Mikey will have to talk about Monday. Because, but at this point, like Beasley hasn't even been. I thought he was going to be used a little bit more by now. I don't even think he had a reception. I know he didn't have a reception today because I would have heard his name. I don't even know if he was out there on a play. I don't think he had any snap counts. I could be wrong. Let me see here. Yeah, I don't think he had any snap counts, guys, today. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the Beasley situation. I have no idea. I would think that they would start easing him in by now, but no. Let me talk about another guy too that I thought played good today. Trey White had his first interception since his ACL injury. That was awesome to see, guys. He also had a beautiful breakup. And by the way, that was a really nice throw by Mac Jones. I think it was, who was that? Was that Parker? I think it was Parker. Beautiful throw, really. But Trey White made a really good play on that and hit the ball at the last second. Beasley could not be in because Brown. Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, I wonder. I'm saying in general. See, I didn't even know that, but you're right. But I'm saying in general, though, they haven't really eased them in like I thought they would. But you're right. In the playoffs, I believe Beasley will be there. I'm just surprised that they had John Brown over Beasley today in the game in general. But hey, it worked out. Let's see here. Chewy, correct. Yeah. So, and I think, is that the last time that John Brown could be called up, though, or no? I got to look at that. I think I talked to Mikey about that. I think in the playoffs, John Brown still could be called up in the playoffs. So I could be wrong, but either way. So Trey White, good game by him. I thought that was an awesome actually really good interception for Trey. I thought he played well. I thought the rest of the DBs did not play well. I thought Kaiir Elam did not. This is probably one of the worst games I've seen Kaiir Elam play this season. Yeah, there we go. So they are both okay. Thank you, Chewy. I thought Kaiir Elam played bad today, guys. I thought he got spun around on that touchdown pass to Parker. I believe it was Parker. He just did not look good. I'm kind of hoping for Christian Benford to return for the playoffs. I know they activated him, so it'll be interesting to see how they do that. Yeah, I know. I don't know if we're fucked, but guys need to step up, bro. They really do. I mean, Gabe Davis has to start catching these passes, bro. Can't continue to drop him, bro. Cannot continue to drop his pass. What's the deal with Hamlin? And yeah, so they decided that they are going to guarantee his contract. So normally on IR, they don't. I think it's like half or something like that. But it came out today that they're going to give him the whole contract. So that's the deal with Hamlin's contract, by the way. So he's going to get paid his full contract. Just a heads up. Or his 4-year or whatever. Davis and McKinney. Yeah. McKenzie. Like I said, McKenzie, though, Thomas, I will say this. McKenzie had some good plays in this game. I would say the one of the fourth quarter was much needed. And there was another play other than that, though. Yeah, he was, there was a play that hit him right in the chest and just bounced right off. Like, I don't know. Listen, it's frustrating at times watching this team play. No doubt about it, guys. No doubt about it. But at the end of the day, we got the job done. All right. We got the win 13-3. We won the East by a landslide. Right. Now we got to go to the playoffs and handle business. Come on. Yeah, I know. No, he did have some good plays, but I don't know. But he doesn't suck though. I don't know. I understand. Listen, you're gonna have your opinion on things. I don't think he sucks. I just think he's not being used how we should use him. I don't think he's a true slot. I think he's more of a gadget type receiver, and that's okay. I said that. I've been saying that. I think we haven't used his speed enough this season, like in the gadget plays that we do, or the jet motions or the sweeps. Like we just kind of try to make him more of a true slot, and that's just not what he's It's not what he is, man. He's not a true slot, in my opinion. I think I would like to see Khalil Shakir more in that slot, but they're not going to do it. I don't think they trust him yet. Though I will say Shakir's getting more playing time. That's a positive. Who were your 3 Bills players of the game? Well, one, obviously, right? You got to go with Hines, right? You got to go Naim Hines. I mean, honestly, like I told you guys, I think Naim Hines won us this game. He started the game off with the touchdown, which was this opening spark of the game. Then we were trailing, right? And when things weren't going too well for this offense, he got us more points, right? In the second half. So you have to say, obviously, he's number 1 there by a landslide, by the way. I would say the number 2, I'm going to go Diggs. Thought Diggs had a good game. He went a little quiet, but that's not necessarily his fault. I don't know if Allen wasn't looking for him or the play calls weren't designed for him, but he came up with a phenomenal catch. He had a good game, over 100 yards. So you got to go there. And then on defense, I'm going to go Teron Johnson, but I also could put Matt Milano there too. I know you said 3, but I thought Matt Milano once again showed why he's one of the best or one of the better linebackers in this league. Underrated too. I mean, in the NFL community, NFL coaches and all that, they respect the hell out of Matt Milano. They know what he provides. But I think outside of that, like national media, they don't really talk about Matt Milano being, one of the better linebackers in the NFL. And he is. He's a dog, man. So yeah, but Brown, listen. Brown, that touchdown was huge. No doubt about it. By the way, that was a design play, Thomas. That was Ken Dorsey calling a beautiful play there. You got to give credit to Dorsey on that. And then obviously the execution was perfect on that play. By the way, man, I don't understand why Allen doesn't give up these RPOs more to the running back. I don't get it. Like the defense, there was one play where he could have went to Cook and he ran and they stuffed the hell. The Patriots did not believe for 1 second that Allen was giving up the ball. I wish he would give it up some, golly, you don't always have to keep it. You got to trust your running backs here and there. They're just not even paying attention to running back. They're going right to Allen on those. If you give the ball to the running back, it could be a monster play because the defense is not going the running back's way. They're always going towards Allen. So I don't know. I just don't think Allen's ever gonna change that. Yeah. So Tom's coming in. Hines, Brown, and Diggs, who caught everything. Yeah, but Brown only had one reception. So that's why I can't give him. He said, my 3 players. Though was phenomenal, but you got to obviously go with Hines. You got to go with Diggs, and you have to go with the defense player here. And I would say Milano because he had a key interception in the red zone. I don't know if you guys know how huge that was. That was a big play in the game. Big play. And he returned it like 40 yards. So you got to I know it was a touchdown. I get that. But I only get big 3. If you don't think the Milano play was huge down the stretch there, then you're wrong. The Patriots are driving. That was an unbelievable play by Matt Milano, right? The fact that the ball was tipped and he still saw where the ball was at, turned around and made a play and decided to run it back and got positive yards out of it. That was huge. That was huge, man. And I thought Milano played pretty damn good today. So I have to give that. Other than that, I get what you're saying though. Obviously, that was a huge touchdown by John Brown, but I just felt like in that moment, in that game, that Matt Milano interception was key. It was huge. So I got to go Matt Milano on that one. Amy's saying, yes, Milano, let's fucking go Buffalo. Sweet win. Yeah, man. But now it's the playoffs, guys. This is it. There's no more messing around. No more no more dropping catches that are potential touchdowns. Gabe Davis. No more dropping easy catches. McKenzie. Right? Like no more fumbling. Singletary, even though you don't do it much, but we can't give up the ball, right? No more red zone interceptions. Josh Allen. Like, we cannot afford to make these mistakes in the playoffs. It cannot happen, or we will go home mighty quick. That's all I'm saying. I think we'll be okay, but we got to clean some shit up. Thomas, do you know what day and time Bills? No, it hasn't been. I don't think they have announced it yet. I think it's later today or maybe possibly tomorrow. They announce all the games, the schedules, the times or whatever. But it hasn't been. It hasn't. At least I haven't seen it get announced yet. If you guys, if it has, let me know. But I don't think so. I don't think it's been announced yet. But yeah, either way, guys, 35-23, the Bills win on an emotional roller coaster of a week for these players, for us as fans. And yes, the game was a little sloppy at times, some stupid plays by us, some really great plays too. But I think that has to do a lot, at least the stupid plays and just the not, like I said, the special teams play on the punt return. We don't do that. We never do that, guys. I think that's just a lack of preparation for the week. Just guys just not totally focused during the week. Now, I'm not saying we weren't focused during the game, but I'm just saying during the week, practice probably wasn't your routine practice that we normally do. So I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt on some of the sloppy play today by the Buffalo Bills. The tackling too, bad tackling today, bad tackling. The D line playing very soft today. I'm guessing that will all be fixed. So, well, guys, I appreciate you guys coming on. I wasn't going to be on here too long because I'm going to be right back here tomorrow with Mikey. By the way, Mikey's not with me today because he lost his power. He lives in California. I guess they had some crazy winds in California. So I had to go solo today. So I hope Mikey gets his power back by tomorrow, or I'll have to go solo again. Which is fine. I can go solo. That's what I do. That's how I started. But it's much better with my buddy Mikey as co-host. And but yeah, once again, I appreciate you guys coming in the chat, watching me. I know you guys are gonna go hop on somewhere else and hear some more Bills talk. But let's go Bills, man. Let's do this. And I appreciate all of y'all. And Tom is coming in one more thing. I will let it go like this. Bills have always had a good defense. Now have a good offensive line. Let's hope the Bills win Super Bowl with Allen being a stud. Yeah, I agree, man. And thank you, Thomas, for coming in. Thank you, everybody. Chewy, Thomas, Amy. Appreciate all y'all. Appreciate everybody watching this after if you've missed this. And I'll be back right here tomorrow at 9 o'clock. And till then, go Bills. Bills Mafia #1. I'm out. Peace out.